All right. I like the music. Yeah, I like the music a lot. I like the game. The game is sweet. That was a very sharp difficulty curve spike, though. I came out of nowhere. I'm just like, whoa. How difficult is the game? Any feedback on design and mechanics would be amazing. I think the thing you didn't teach that I had to learn, and I don't know if this was intentional or not, but the bullets go through the objects even though they disappear. I don't know if that's intentional because the bullets disappear when you hit something. So if that's part of the design, I would maybe teach that a little bit better or show the things. Because that was the only way to beat that other level, that first level, is to do that. But the bullets disappear, which kind of seems inconsistent. The game wasn't that difficult other than that level, and the level where I didn't understand the mechanic properly. So I'll maybe teach that better. Official Sound, what's up, dude? Your design and aesthetic is great. I like your level design seems to switch things up every time, which is nice. Your mechanics are solid. At first it seemed like you were just throwing everything at me, like all the platform mechanics that you could think of, but it actually seemed pretty well designed with that whole circle thing. In case I can implement a tutorial for shooting more. So if it's intentional that the bullets disappear and it's intentional that you can shoot through objects, I would have maybe a level that teaches that first before you're just kind of forced with that. Or maybe even modify that level a bit to where all the enemies are in a row. So that's kind of how you have to play it to teach that mechanic. But that's my opinion. All right, Sam, let's play some Daybringer. Let's play some Daybringer. And then title pending, you're next. Definitely do that. Go relay that to team. Sweet, dude. It's a good game and it's very aesthetically distinct, which I think is an important aspect in today's indie games. Hopefully it doesn't crash and burn. No, it won't. It won't. If it does, we crash and burn together. I need some Kindred devs. We all need some Kindred dev stuffs. Been waiting hours for Tim to play my 30-second damn game, and I visited the list, see my game got bumped down to the bottom. It didn't get bumped down to the bottom of the list. The people below you got bumped above it. There's a difference. Which, by the way, I'm turning off the list now because I'm not going to be able to stream for much longer. So I'm just going to prevent people from submitting. Because Bart, okay, I'll wait for you, and then I'll turn it off. All right, this game's called Daybringer. Hurry up and submit. All right. This demo is still a work in progress, requires further performance optimizations. For a better experience, it's recommended to play on a PC with dedicated GPU and gamepad. Alrighty then. Where's my... String Bats, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it very, very much. Get out the old micro USB cord for the old controller. That's what I'll get out. Them USBs are far away. I got one right here. Why did it disconnect? That was a disconnect sound. What's going on? That wasn't a connect sound. That was a disconnect sound. Uh-oh. Tim comes to these streams completely prepared. Okay, these sounds are backwards every time I unplug it. That's weird. That's weird. Oh shit, I hit a button. Alright, form's going offline. You're part of it, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that jam, though. I'll paste this for you. I'll send that to you, Sam. We gotta hear that jam again, though. We can't just... Do you have Game Maker installed on your PC? I do not. I do not. I don't think this... Oh, it does work. Okay. Boom. Wait, now it doesn't work? What the f... What just happened? Okay, every time I maximize it, that's what happens. Shit, don't maximize it. Alright, I learned my lesson. No, it's not the maximization. Never mind. Starting a new game, yes. Okay, let's go. Even though we never had much, my mother would still make sure I had at least something for birthdays. Maybe I picked the wrong voice for that. Before starting middle school, she gave me this brand new pair of kicks. That says pair kicks, not pair of kicks. I don't know if that's to know. They're red and white with a yin-yang symbol on the side, and the best part, they can make you fly. Well, in theory, you can pump them up, and if you push a little button, it releases the air. I can remember that in this darkness. Check out that monkey. That camera transition is a little jarring back and forth. The jam, though. Yeah, the camera is a little, like I said, jarring. And I don't like not being able to see the ground when I jump. That makes me scared. Sam in the chat. Whoa. That was close. What was that thing? No time to explain. It's coming. What's coming? No time. Let's go. More things Crystal Pad. You know how to use a huge piece of metal? I don't even know how I got here. You have to start knowing. Check pause menu. What are my abilities? Oh, I got combos. Alright, combat is solid. Combat is solid. Jump and dash over there. Surge that I missed. Yeah, the camera still feels really jarring. I like this zoomed out look a little bit more though. I feel like this is a better place for it. This feels great, dude. The movement and stuff. The camera needs to be a little bit looser, I feel like. Not like directly controlled to the player, but a little more... Like, I feel like I should have some movement freedom without the camera actually moving. Like right here in this area, this midsection, I should be able to move and the camera doesn't move. Because it makes doing like this really like hard to watch. How do I get up there? Some of the jumps I feel like shouldn't be at the exact jump height. Like right here, I feel like I gotta do that at the exact moment I'm at the top of my jump. I feel like there should be a little bit arc to them. I just feel like they're a little high for the jump height itself. But this feels and sounds and seems great. The only issue I've had so far is the camera. Also, it's kind of jarring when the music stops. It just seems weird. Like I want to reflect on my life now. Like I was so engaged and it was epic and it was in my ears and it was crazy. And now it's just like, you know, like I was really in the game and then like I just killed the immersion. How do I shoot? Middle mouse. You're hurt. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Let me know where. I feel like I could just tell you the abilities instead of keep making me go back there. Seems like a immersion breaking way to do it. Heal, Y. We're trapped. You're trapped. See? Oh. Well, shit. Jump against the wall. I'm almost out of juice. Juice like magic, you mean? Swag juice? Magic, you seem to be absorbing some life force from those things. I think something to do with the sword. Think I can use it? Gives me power and it builds up, feels so much stronger. If you need healing or protective shield, just let me know as long as you have enough energy. I kill things, you protect me. Own personal mana factory. Oops. The wall jumping feels a little weird. I don't know if it's the animation or what. But it doesn't feel as good as the rest of the combat and everything. Hold jump to go higher. Go higher where? There's nowhere to go. You jump. Okay, of course you can. Dash, then jump, and just think happy thoughts. Hold them as long as you can. Well, shit. It seems like you could teach that without the death. She says dash, then jump. Yeah, but that... Jump while dashing? Yeah, this whole loop is a bad idea. This is kind of frustrating. I would do the dialogue once and keep the death system, or I would remove the death system and just make it to where you can do it over and over again. How often do you stream Feedback Friday? It's the first Friday of every month. This Friday is the second Friday because I missed the first one. Dash wall jump. Like at the same time, or like jump while dashing and hold. So dash jump. Okay. See, this just gets me in button mashing mode when I have to like skip this thing over. I feel like it's inconsistent a little bit because I got all of that height by dashing and then jumping slightly after, but if I dash and jump at the same time, it's inconsistent, and then that makes it feel clunky. Like, why is jumping while dashing go higher than dashing while jumping? That doesn't make sense to me as a player. If there's a reason for it, then I need to know. Oh, fuck. Well, fuck. Oh, I got started here. Oops, wrong button.
Okay. Okay.
Is that still there? Oh man, the checkpoint right before the dialogue is bad. Yeah, it's really repetitive, and I just pressed the wrong button again. Game looks great. Yeah, it feels solid. The only main issue so far is the camera. I feel like that's a big deal. Other than that, like, the combat is solid, the controls are solid. This loop is kind of
Okay. Okay.
I wonder if, like, holding the button as long as you want to heal would be a better idea rather than having it like in chunks like that. Checkpoint before combat, yeah. And then I always jump and I fucking fall. Is this the first game? No. I've been playing since 3, so we're 4 hours in. Well, fuck. See, I know as a game designer, this is like probably a thing. You're like, oh, well, players will just get this. And then you watch Tim repeatedly die on the same section over and over again for like fucking 20 minutes. I hate that as a designer because you're like, you don't even think it'll be a big deal. And then, like, it's just a fucking pain. Appreciate you making that. No, I appreciate you submitting the game, dude. I just, the jumping while dashing doesn't make sense to me. Like, why it goes higher. Like, jumping and dashing at the same time would make sense if it was, like, diagonal. I'm not sure that makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
I really feel like I should be able to hold the button to heal as much as I want rather than it be in chunks. Kind of like Hollow Knight. I really like that in Hollow Knight. That fucking thing is terrifying. I almost did it again. I almost jumped down the hole again. I like that you pick up the cassette tape. Throwback to the 90s. Oh, fuck. That fucking thing, Jesus. Oh, Prioritization of enemies. You know, with that tape thing, dude, I feel like you should do that in the whole game. Every time a track plays, you should show the tape and the name. I feel like the soundtrack should be an important point of this game. Like, I feel like that should happen every time. Cause that's so cool, and it'll teach people the name of certain tracks, and then certain tracks can reappear. Use your magic shield. How do I use a magic shield? Oh. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. I am not a fan of the restarting. Like, I like the difficulty though. Dude, this is so much better than the first time I played. Like, the first time it was just like a run around and spam the melee button. Now, like, I like the enemy prioritization and different ways to take out different enemies and stuff, and then different threats from different angles. It's so much more solid. It's a lot harder too. It's a lot harder. Oh, it's a lot harder. Heal? No, I don't heal. What now? Is that it? The brain? Oh. I skip it? Oh, shit. I didn't know I missed it. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Ugh. How do I get rid of its shield? The sound effect is on point.
Okay.
Run, Forrest, run. Death. Death. I'm gonna die. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. I'm dead. Fuck. Alright, I gotta move on because I spent like a half hour on this. I don't think I'm gonna make it boss. Did you... What did you want feedback on specifically? Any? Explain. No problem, dude. Camera's the main thing. It's a little jarring, especially in the beginning. Camera was the main thing that I would just say. And then that jump sequence of repetitiveness. Like, it depends on what you're going for. If you're just trying to go for like a chill beat 'em up, which, I mean, that's kind of how I would play this game. I just want to like chill and just smash some enemies. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little more generous with the checkpoints after each like combat area. If you want it to be a little more hardcore, I understand, but that would probably turn me off. Like, I got frustrated having to make it through that whole section without dying and then starting all the way over every time. But that's just because that's my type of thing. Chill or hardcore mode. Yeah, I think that's, maybe you can have chill specific checkpoints or something. I don't know. So my play style, like, depends on what you're going for. But the main thing I would say is the camera. You know, title pending, are you still here? The combat is fucking on point, dude. And I didn't even do all the combos. I just smashed the X button. But I felt like a badass doing it. Literally smashing the X button, but it made me feel good. And that's what counts. That's what counts. Camera and Death Pit. Yeah, that one loop, I would put some work into that. Title. The title is called Daybringer by Dark Lab. Looks great, sounds great. Yeah. And dude, the tape thing, I think you should carry that in every part of the game. Every time a piece of the soundtrack plays, you should show the tape and like really like showcase that as like part of your thing. Maybe even put the artist on the tape, to be honest. Show them some love. That makes it cooler. Like it's an actual like boombox playing. I really like that. I don't know what it is about it, but I really, really like that. I'm not seeing title pending. Title pending, are you here? He might have muted me. Excuse me. Marking him yellow. He ain't here. Wormius. Tape thing was sick. Yeah, I really, really fucking like that. Every once in a while you see a little feature that like you didn't know you wanted. But that's one of them. Like, I just think that's so cool. Because it's like, it's distinct, you know? Like the tracks that you picked, they're not like regular game tracks. Like they're like music tracks, which is cool. Excuse me. Taking that boombox feature you said into account, may never use it, but it's a great idea. I really like that a lot. especially being someone that, like, you know, wants to make music. That's really cool. I like the Buster sword. The sword is pretty sweet. And I really like how you separated the machine gun and the sword. Can you? Yeah, Bart, I'll put you next. After Wormius. Boom, 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 because he was an elite member. Alright, Creatures of Energy is what this is called. Creatures of Energy. Oops, I started the crash handler. Hey, I even rhymed asking to boop my game. I'll boop it. I just won't bump it. Alright, Creatures of Energy. Let's go. What do we want to do? Did someone Ludum dare you to make this game? Alright, let's go versus AI. Turn 1, player. Ooh, these eyeballs looking at me. Let's go this way. Drag to your parts. What? Drag to your parts. What does that mean? Drag to your parts. I don't. Let me get this untangled. Oops. Fucked everything up. The pattern that's marked here, called a core, makes it a blue creature. Creature's enemy cores